Welcome to the Blurs and Nerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blurs and Nerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts and everything happening in nerd culture. How are you guys doing this week?
Pretty
What have
good.
you guys been up to? Yeah.
Doing great. Feeling great.
Any nerdy things?
Yeah, I got a few actually.
Oh, good.
You want to go, James?
Yeah, I'll kick us off. So I've been playing Zelda still. That game is massive. So do I have any updates in Zelda? Not really. I'm just having fun. But I was watching like compilations of the different things people build. There's some really creative people out here. So, but the game engine and the physics engine that they have is like there's almost no limit to what you can do. I seen somebody. It was like they created a Beyblade like game inside the game. So like they made some Beyblades out of just building materials in the game. It was insane. And then people were making like Gundams and 18-wheeler trucks. It's crazy. So yeah, shout out to them.
Do you feel like the game is, because I've seen videos of people making things too. Do you feel like this building mechanic has made the game too easy? Because you can literally just build whatever to do whatever?
I think it actually makes it harder because now you're like, well, what do I build? I mean, unless you're just building like monster killing machines all the time. But for traversal, like I just started building this. It's like a fan thing, but it's basically like a motorcycle that flies. So I just started being able to make that. But then you got to have the battery power to like stay on it for however long.
Mm-hmm.
And then the different materials, they have their own lifespan. So it's not like you can just put something in and it just lasts forever. Like some things will kind of burn out. So yeah, I don't think it made it too easy though, because like you still have to build it, like bring it to the fight with you if you're gonna like fight some people. So you got to either bring it to the fight or use the auto build feature, which costs. There's like an in-game currency for it. Well, it's a material that it costs, but yeah, you can't bring like major weapons that you've built, but how convenient it will be is up to you. But yeah, once you start playing it, you'll kind of see. You'll be like, all right, it's a lot going on right now. It's almost overwhelming once you start building stuff.
That's
then
what
I
get that sense from watching people these videos. I'm like, I don't know if I actually like this game, but I'll see. I'll see.
Yeah, like you don't have to build, but sometimes it's more convenient. Sometimes you just waste your time. You're like, I built this thing and it doesn't even work the way I intended it. That happens to me quite often, actually. So. But yeah, other than that, I got a new Spider-Man comic, Miles Morales. So we're at number 7 now. So here we go.
Nice.
Still haven't read it, but still collecting them. I'm gonna start reading them. I did finish Photon though, so I'll start this one this week.
I was about to say, have you started reading any of them? That's good.
Yeah. So I finished the Photon series. It was a 5-comic run. It actually was shining a light on mental health. So one of Photon's powers was basically ripping the fabric of the entire multiverse because she was having some mental health issues. And yeah, without spoiling things, like just the way her powers work, she was pretty much causing like splits in the multiverse. So there was a lot of branching off going on. It was wild. That's why there were so many different characters popping up, because she was popping in and out of different multiverses, and it was like out of her control because her mental state wasn't in the most healthy place. So it was an interesting comic run.
That sounds interesting. Yeah.
Yep. So finished that. Not super nerdy really, but I found a new gymnastics gym to go to, so started going there. Pretty cool. I'll go Monday, Wednesday now. So
what happened to your old gymnastics gym?
It's still there, but over the summertime, they do like kind of pay as you go, but it's once a week. So this gym is twice a week, but it actually costs less. So this one is my new one is a little further from home, and the one that I used to go to is probably like 5 minutes up the road, but I think it costs like $40 per session. But this one, the new one that I go to, is like $10 per. So
really,
I'm paying half the cost and I can go twice as much. Yeah. So
wait, $10 per set? That's not even half. That's less than half the cost.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting 2 sessions in a week for half the price I would have been paying for one session at the my old gym. So yeah, I'm definitely, and it's more adults here. So that's another good thing.
That's pretty cool.
So for the social side, yeah, there's more adults there that I can meet and talk gymnastics with, and then they're pretty helpful too. A lot of them are either former or current gymnasts. So
nice.
Before it was pretty much just the coaches that were my age that were helping me out.
Nice.
Yeah. Then the last thing. Oh wait, actually, I caught up on One Piece anime finally. So I'm up to date now. I'm ready for Gear 5. The manga I'm good, but the anime, yeah, I have fell behind. And then I caught up with Lual, so me and him we're just catching up, seeing how things going with him. So he's doing pretty well. The game is not fully released yet, but yeah, he's still a work in progress. So
Nice.
yeah, shout out to Lual.
Tell
He
him
said
we'd like to have him. Does he want to come back on the podcast?
Yeah, he said he's down to come back on.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Nice.
we can organize that.
Cool. We should have him back on. That was a good podcast.
Yeah.
Jaja, what have you been up to? I'm deflecting for myself because I've done nothing.
Yeah, I've been doing some random things. Demon Slayer, catching up on that. I want to start Hell's Paradise right after because
Same.
everyone's been telling me about Hell's Paradise. I've been playing Call of Duty. And then just a couple random things I wanted to see if you guys knew about. You know, the Steam Deck is on sale.
Oh, it's really?
All three of them. So
yeah, it's not the first time it's been on sale. It was on sale back in February too, on their last Steam sale.
I guess they're doing it as a part of their their Steam Deck event. But the 64 gigabyte is $359. The 256 is $449, and the 512 gigabyte is $519, $520. So
Yep.
It's not bad.
Because when I bought mine, when I decided that I was gonna get one for myself, I got it when it was on sale. So I mean, at least they put their stuff on sale. Nintendo.
Right. Also, wanted to let you guys know that Hogwarts Legacy is on sale right now on the Xbox Marketplace. I don't know if it's on Sony as well.
So are you gonna buy it?
I could get the Xbox One version for $48 right now, or the Xbox X/X for X/S version for $56.
That's crazy how 48 and 56 is considered a sale. That's still like so much money for a game.
But that's better than 70 and 60,
yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
And then while we're talking about sales and all this stuff, I was on my Xbox and I always check the Xbox rewards, right? It's an app that like you collect, it just gives you offers on certain things. Like you can get skins in the game. So like I just downloaded a Hi-Fi Rush skin for free. They had the gamer movie, so I have that for free. They give you a trial, a 90-day trial right now for DC Infinite. I think that's their like comic book app. You can get a Walmart trial for 75 days. You can get an Apex Legends weapon charm and a Battlefield 2042 gun kit. And that's not even all the stuff that's on there. So yeah, that's my little nerdy things.
Nice.
And random fun facts, I guess.
Nice. Are you gonna buy a Steam Deck too? You should.
I want the Ally. I'm sorry.
Is that out? I feel that's out now, right?
Yeah, it's out. Everybody has one.
Everyone has one. I feel like I've seen nobody talking about it. So.
I mean, I watch a lot of that videos like that, so my algorithm is filled with people reviewing the Ally, giving opinions on the Ally and the updates that's coming out. So yeah, they're tweaking it and trying to optimize it, and it's gotten better since the release. So it is definitely Steam Deck's top competition right now.
Of course it is. You know, I'm perfectly happy with my Steam Deck. I'm gonna just hold on to that. I just got it. I have no justification.
If you have a Steam Deck, there's no reason to even think about that lie.
No. Sorry, I'm trying to get this light out the frame. Okay. Well, what I've been doing is nothing. I've had a very let's say stressful. That's the word I'll use. Yes, I've had a very stressful week. So I've done minimal nerdy things. I have not touched Zelda since last week. So I'm still at the same part I was at. I thought about picking it up yesterday because I wasn't doing anything. But then I just decided to watch TV instead. And then I fell asleep. So I'm so sorry, guys. I'm disappointed. Oh, I did watch Secret Invasion. I watched both episodes. So I'm caught up now.
Nice.
Ready to discuss that. But that is the only thing I did this week. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so disappointing. Jaja, did you watch Ghost Stories by chance? No.
Ghost Stories. No, I didn't watch it. It's on my list. We talked about that last week, right? I put it on my list.
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
It's not at the bottom.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Sure.
If you want to talk about it, I will push it up my priorities.
I just want to, yes, I do want to talk about it just because it's such a
Okay.
hidden gem. Actually, I wouldn't
All
even
right.
call it, I don't know if I would even call it gem. I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's something that
You haven't
if
let me
you,
down yet, Shannon, when you suggested
it
hidden
was
gems.
James that
So.
suggested it, but I'm doubling up on his suggestion because
This is
it's a funny show. It's
this is
very
a joint effort.
yeah.
I have a random question.
Mhm.
Do y'all know what PlayStation Dreams is? Apparently,
What?
that's a game
No.
where you can build
Never
games
heard of that.
inside the game. It's like
Oh,
the
game building garage for
Nintendo.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
That's what
pretty
that
much.
sounds like.
So I just found a random YouTube video, and they were like, "Hey, there's like this amazing Sonic game that they made in there." I was just watching gameplay on it, and it looked like really cool. So yeah, there's a PlayStation game that you can build games in it using like I don't know what they use, but they made seems
Interesting.
like you can make some amazing games.
Yeah.
With that.
Oh,
And
Game
it's
Builder
only
Garage.
$8.
Yeah, check
R.I.P.
that out.
The Game Builder
They got a
Garage.
really good Sonic game.
That does sound cool. Final Fantasy, the new Final Fantasy game is out, and I need to buy that, but I have not bought it yet. But I might buy that this week, and I'm off this week, so I'm gonna might give it a play. That is my update. So next week we'll see if I've done that. You know, it's easy to say you're gonna buy a game, but then when you actually go to buy it and see how much it costs, you're just like, Do I
You
really
stop
need
playing
to?
Zelda?
No, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna buy Final Fantasy because I do need to finish Zelda. I'm gonna finish Zelda first before I buy Final Fantasy. You're absolutely right, Jaja. Thank you for that.
Then Final Fantasy will go on sale, so you'll beat Zelda at the perfect time.
I don't think Final Fantasy.
Nah,
is
yeah,
on sale.
no time soon. Huh?
All right, let's get started with some stuff. We have some fun things coming up later. Last week we talked about our MCU tiers. Everyone did it. Yay. So we're gonna go over our tier list later on in the podcast, but we'll talk about some other stuff first. We'll start with the Anime Expo 2023. There's yet another video game showcase, Bandai Namco. So that happened. I did not watch this. So Jaja, I know you watched it. You've been the expert in keeping up with all of the video game showcases this year.
So I tried. I saw it popped up on my algorithm. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I like skipped through it a little bit just to see what they had. And the things that stuck out to me. Let's start with the big one at the end. There's a Jujutsu Kaisen game coming out. It looks like it's a 2v2 fighting game. Um, the gameplay looks similar to the My Hero, Naruto anime style fighting. So it looks pretty cool. One critique I have of Jujutsu Kaisen, this is probably why I'm not super into that anime. Why does I don't like everybody's outfit, costume, uniform. It's all
The
like
school
this
uniform?
plain blue suit. It's so boring. Like, and then the
Mm.
show's so dark that it just they needed something that pop. Like they could have used a different color. But anyway, and then they did a deep dive on which is the name of the game that's made by the Dragon Ball Z creator.
Sandland.
Sandland. Yeah, they showed a lot of gameplay from that. So I was checking that out, and that looks pretty cool. And there was a couple other things, but I think something about Sword Art Online. What is it? I think a game. There was a game that's coming out for Sword Art Online that they
Yeah.
showed. They showed some One Piece stuff. But yeah, I didn't like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing, so I can't really
James, are you
dive on this.
I know how you feel about anime video games. Are you gonna play? Are you gonna play? Are you excited for Jujutsu Kaisen?
Not really. It's an arena fighter, so it's like one of those 3D, like you're in a bowl.
Yeah.
So I'm not a huge fan of arena fighters either. I may check it out just because I like Jujutsu Kaisen, but if they have like a demo, I'll definitely play it. I wouldn't drop a hot 70 on it though. So I'll wait for it to come to the either Xbox or PlayStation Game Pass.
I don't think I would drop 70 on any fighting game anymore, guys. I don't know if I ever have. I don't know if I've no, you're right. I've not. I've never bought a fighting game. I've always played other people's fighting games. So I've never bought one. So that is where I stand currently.
Yeah, especially after Tears of the Kingdom. Like that, I feel like all right, I'm getting my $70 worth. I've gotten more than my $70 worth. So like an anime fighting game, I would play through if they have a story mode, play through it probably once and then be done with it probably in a weekend. Because I know I'm not getting online to get whooped for entire matches. I don't want to do that one, but Yeah.
Yeah, I completely get that. Um, so yeah,
The
that's
Anime Expo is still currently going on. So it's actually July 1st through 4th. It sounds like something that I would want to go
well, it
to,
won't be
but
going on
I
by the time this podcast is out, but it is going on
yeah.
now while we're recording.
But yeah, I saw pictures of like what it looks like. So it's in LA, Los Angeles Convention Center.
Mhm.
It looks packed to the brim in there. It looks
Really?
they're moving like sardines up in there. At least at the entrance. I think once you're in there, it's a little bit more spread out. But yeah, from the pictures and videos I've seen of people, trying to get in, it looks horrible. As far as like if you're not a fan of being in crowds like packed spaces.
Yeah.
Like they're shoulder to shoulder,
Oh,
wall to wall.
geez. If this is a real photo that I'm looking at, that does not look fun. That does not look like a
Yeah.
place I would want to be. Like, not even a little bit, not at all.
Yeah. As far as like seeing panels and stuff, like it sounds like, oh man, this would be dope, because I've been watching some of the trailers and stuff, and they even have a live stream on Twitch too. So like the announcement and everything looks cool, but the experience of being in the building, I don't know if that's for me these days.
Yeah, I'm good. Are you James, did you buy your ticket to Anime NYC? Speaking of anime
Oh yeah, I
cons?
forgot.
You did? Or no, you didn't?
Or, nah,
okay.
I did not.
I'm gonna buy it once somebody else buys it. James, you tell me that you bought it, and then I'll buy it
Oh
mine.
man, I'll have mine by the end of the show.
Okay.
If they're still readily available.
If they're still readily available, that's a good point. Jaja,
Oh,
you
yeah,
gonna
they're all
buy a
sold
ticket?
out.
Come on. Oh, they're all sold out? Are you
the
kidding?
3-day passes. No, the 3-day passes. You can get the
I'm probably just
Friday,
gonna go one
Saturday,
day.
Sunday. Yeah, you can do the individual passes. They still have those, but yeah, the 3-day passes.
Yeah, I'll probably just do one. I mean, the last time I was at Anime NYC, the last time I was there, it wasn't as big. Like, it was like just starting out. So I don't really know. I haven't been since then, so I don't know how big it's gotten. But I feel like you can knock it out in one day, honestly. Just get a 1-day pass. Unless it's grown substantially, which then never mind. But we'll see. Jaja, you gonna come down for the weekend for Anime NYC?
I'm gonna check it out. See if I can play the slate. This is definitely something I would want to do. Anime NYC was fun.
Yes.
The times that I went.
Yes.
Yeah, pull up with us, Jaja. We can do a group cosplay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool. We should really
What
do that.
group would we be?
I have no clue.
We got time to think.
Not really, sometime, but not that much. But yes, you're right. We should do that.
Yeah.
All right.
We could go as the Powerpuff Girls.
That would be a fun question for the fans. What anime group should we be?
Yes, let us know. Let us know in the comments or the emails, please. What
Actually, you know what we could be? We could be Team Avatar. To prepare for their new game that's coming up.
You know what? That was a lit segue, but I was thinking Team Naruto, like any 3-man team in Naruto.
That's true. That's true. That's very true.
But back to Avatar.
Yeah. So a new Avatar game was announced.
Yep. So it's coming to PS5 and PS4.
Guys, when do you think they're gonna give up on last gen? The last gen stuff. No, they're still making stuff for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Them off. All the new stuff is not. Yeah, anything in development. Like, I mean, I don't know what the cutoff date is.
You mean anything in development as of right now?
Pretty much. They announced that they're not they're not coming out with new stuff for last gen.
Okay,
because a lot of PlayStation has been on that, but Xbox.
I know, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that was announced at all these showcases are coming out for last gen. So anything after that, post that, is what you're saying?
I would have to look because I don't think a lot of the stuff on the showcases is coming out for last.
It is.
I
looked specifically. I think it is though. Check again.
Okay. All right.
I check. I'm pretty
this
sure.
Avatar game, it's coming to everything.
Yeah.
PC, Nintendo, Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and then the Series X and S. So.
Oh well.
But this may have been in development for a while.
Right.
It looks like they've been developing it since PS1 days because these graphics look terrible.
Yeah, they do. I was just about to say, like, this is not something I'm gonna play. The graphics really do look bad. The graphics, not PS1, maybe PS2. PS1's a little dramatic.
They made a mediocre Avatar game.
Yeah, they did.
It looks pretty bad.
This looks like a phone game, if anything. Like, this does not look like something that's coming out on PlayStation 5. Oh God.
Right. Yeah, that is supposed to come out on last gen. Like I don't know if they're still gonna be making new games for last gen, but I know at like a lot of the big first party people, I think Xbox said first party games are not coming to Xbox One anymore. Like the new Forza Starfield,
Mm,
can't get that on Xbox One.
okay. But I feel like in the PlayStation Showcase, a lot of stuff was coming out for PlayStation 4. But I could be wrong about that. We'll see. I don't know.
It could be a third party, first party thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can really get this current gen underway, and once we stop developing for the old gen, because then you can fully max out the capabilities of the current gen systems.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, I think Xbox is in the right head of that direction.
Yep.
Speaking of Xbox, though, we got some updates on their case. Want to take this away,
Yes.
Jaja?
Take it away, Jaja, our resident Microsoft expert. And James also, but James doesn't have an Xbox, so not really.
Wow, Jaja more top 10 than I am.
But yeah, I've been following the case. It's been really interesting, all the details. Been trying to sprinkle them in as they come out on the podcast, and we talked about a lot of it. So I'm really not going to deep dive into it because it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that went down in this article, and even towards the end, it got a little spicy with like some emails that were revealed from the head of Sony saying that he wasn't worried about Call of Duty going exclusive, and then Sony's argument seems to be that they're worried that Xbox is going to gain a lot of market share and it's not going to be competitive, and they're going to get exclusive games acquiring all these companies, and it really is a weak argument in terms of like we're in America. This is capitalism. Like you got to play the game. They're gonna this is what you've been bullying them for how long? So they really didn't really make a strong case for this deal not to go through. But something that's interesting, I think Activision and Microsoft agreed to terminate the deal if it isn't done by July 18th, according to CNBC. I'm reading from. They have a summary of all the key points in the trial, and they have like a bullet pointed like summary of stuff that went down. So if you want to get a summary of what happened in the case, check out this CNBC article. I don't think I sent this to the chat. I sent a different article, but I'm looking at this one and it summarizes it better. But anyway, the judge should be handing out their decision in the next couple of days, and we can get on with our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After like how many years has this trial been? Has it been years? I don't know. I feel like it's been a long time since this trial started, or since this whole thing started. So
I'm just waiting for World of Warcraft on my Xbox. Listen.
I know that's the only thing you're waiting for.
So shout out to Activision Blizzard. Oh, BlizzCon, they announced their ticket prices. Ticket prices are ridiculous for BlizzCon. So the cheapest option is $300, and that's like basic access.
I'm sorry, what's BlizzCon? Is that
so it's like the Activision Blizzard, they have their own con. So like you get trailers and stuff for the baseline ticket. And then the next tier up is $800.
That's a big jump. What do you get? What do you get in the next tier?
I better be in the game for $800.
And then like you got to get there too. This
is
this in California? Yes, it is in Anaheim.
Yep.
You got to get there, and then you're paying $800 for a ticket. That's crazy.
So you get general admission this is with the $800. General admission, you get a portal pass lounge, so it's like private viewing lounge. So it's not even you're in the event; you're just in a lounge watching streams of the live events. Separate registration line, separate security line, and early convention entry on Friday and Saturday. But
that's
only
not
to
worth
the lounges.
That's not worth $800.
Absolutely,
that's not worth $800 at all.
Because if I'm just watching it on TV, I might as well be at home watching the stream like everybody else.
Yeah,
which is probably free. Actually, I wouldn't doubt if they started charging, but
Blizzard employee meet and greets are included in the Portal Pass lounge. What good does meeting a Blizzard employee do for me unless I can hand them my resume? Like, why do I care about that?
I better be meeting the CEO and airing out my grievances about Overwatch.
Like, why do we $800? That's not a good $800 package.
Right, and I'm sure there's fees on that.
Going to BlizzCon for?
Huh?
What else would you be going to BlizzCon for?
But I just feel like I just feel like the general admission is fine. Like, I just don't know why you would pay $800 for the Portal Pass.
You want to meet the programmers. You want to meet the guys that make this stuff, man.
I guess.
The voice actors, the artists. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming BlizzCon's like showing gameplay of their games. Like, I don't know what they do at BlizzCon.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
to check out.
gameplay, trailers, announcements.
It's probably a lot of people dressed up as Warcraft characters, orcs and humans walking around,
Yeah,
talking in orc language,
Warcraft and
playing role
Overwatch.
play.
Talking in orc
Let
language. Is that what you just said?
I would not
Probably.
doubt
stop.
that.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's a lot of money. But whatever. I'm not going, so it doesn't matter. If you're going to BlizzCon, I hope you have a great time. Let us know. Let us know how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else going on before we move off of video games? Just waiting for James to transition us into TV movie news.
Oh, my fault. No games here. Just Squid Game, if that counts.
There you go. There you go. That was good. So Squid Game has reportedly increased Netflix's value by $900 million. That's crazy. That means Netflix was really in the... I mean, it was very popular. It's a very, very popular show. So that's
you see what
believable.
they're doing to my boy Huang Dong Oyuk. I'm sorry if I mispronounced.
Wait, no. What are they
Huang
doing?
Dong. I'm just gonna call you. Say the first part. He's not getting any money from it. He's the guy who wrote it, created it.
Oh! I heard about this.
He gave up all his intellectual rights to the show. And
that's nuts. Y'all gotta be careful when you guys make deals with these big corporations to sell your work.
Yeah,
like
they will shaft you.
They will.
Yeah, but this is why the writers are on strike.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's crazy. If it increased your value by $900 million and you're not giving him any money, that's
and
nuts.
reports say he's not mad at it. Like I'm not. It doesn't say. I didn't read this in detail, but I don't think he got anything up front either. Even though like that's what usually happens. They just pay you up front and call it a day. But he's not getting.
Do you think these people have good like legal counsel before they make these deals?
Reportedly, he's not mad at it. Reportedly, he's like.
Is he not mad because he knows nothing can be done at this point? Because it's like, it's hard to believe he was shafted.
He must be taken care of in some
probably,
other way. Yeah.
Yeah. He signed on for this. So I just hope, read your contracts, guys. Read them.
Yeah.
Pay some lawyers. Look over them.
And they're coming out with season 2. Oh, man. Like they're still milking it too.
They're coming out with season 2 and they're making a whole like live, like a real game show out of it. That's also going to be on Netflix. So they're milking this. And it's kind of crazy that he's not getting anything from it. Like,
man, I'd turn into Franklin Saint if I was him.
Yeah, that is why the writers are on strike, and it's just ridiculous. These big corporations are greedy and they're not looking out for you at all. So just keep that.
I think he launched it in his country and it failed or something like that. There's a little bit, so I don't know. He gave it away for nothing. It just still didn't make sense for him to give it away for nothing. But yeah,
nuts. Well, if he's not mad, then okay, cool. But still, that's fucked up. So
big time.
Yeah, really.
I'm sure they tried to keep it a secret, just like the Scrolls were trying to stay secret.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Oh man, mine are so trash.
At least you're attempting, because I won't even attempt to do a transition because I know it's gonna be bad.
Joke every time I transition.
I won't even attempt to do it. I know mine is gonna be bad, but that was good. So yeah, we are 2 episodes into Secret Invasion. I'm finally caught up, but now that we're all caught up, we can actually do week-to-week reviews of these episodes as they come out. I like the show. I like the show a lot. It feels like the old Marvel a little bit. Like I'm watching like Captain America or something. Or like a better version of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. Are you guys liking it?
Yeah, I definitely get that old Marvel feeling of like serious Marvel is back. They're trying to advance a storyline. So I'm a huge fan. Actually, I really like this show.
Yeah,
the second episode is probably some of my favorite Marvel moments.
Yeah, this is definitely like one of the best Marvel shows. I think this is definitely at the top of the list of like their MCU shows so far. I think right up there with Loki and Captain America and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Sorry, I forgot this. I forgot the name of the I forgot the name of that show. Definitely up there with those 3. I think are the 3 top right now. Jaja, what do you think of the show? I feel like you're smirking over there, like you have an entirely different opinion. So
I'm enjoying the show. I like the
Okay.
show a lot. Like I said before, it gives me like the energy from the show is similar to like Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like I don't know why I keep trying to compare it to the show, even though it's two totally different things. But I got a lot of questions.
I have a lot of questions too. I don't really even remember what happened in the second episode. I remember the ending of the second episode. I have a lot of questions about that.
Yeah.
The ending of, so
I
let's
had
talk
to
about
rewind
it.
that one. I was like, did I
Let's
miss
talk
something?
about the ending of the second episode.
My question is, does Nick Fury know that he's married to a Skrull, or do you think he doesn't know?
James.
I feel like he doesn't know.
Okay. Jaja, what do you think?
Interesting. I thought this was a no-brainer. I don't know why everyone's asking this question.
Because it's the way that they framed it. Like we saw her as a Skrull, but then like when he came into the room, she was a human again. So I feel like the only reason that, I mean, they would do it for us to know that but no, I feel like the only reason that they would do that is because he doesn't know that she's a Skrull. I don't know.
All right. Well, to me, yes, he knows his wife is a Skrull. But she wants to be comfortable in her own skin when no one's home, and when he comes home, she wants to make him comfortable, and she's gonna assume a form that is pleasure is appeasable for him. And now
I can see that.
something to back me up. I went and watched the episode again, and check out the Skrull that introduced him to Gary.
Okay.
Her voice is the same, and her face looks the same as the Skrull that is his wife. So I think he knows, and like that's not a big deal. What I took away from that scene, which I don't hear anybody talking about, is first of all, let's rewind to the train when he's in the train car with Talos, and he's playing the game. Tell me something you don't know, with Talos. And Talos tells him that there's a million of them there. Spoiler alert. Sorry, everybody. Spoiler
I know we
alert.
keep forgetting to do that before we start talking about stuff, but it's fine.
So he told him like, yo, we're all here. And he went on this rant about, how we can't tolerate another species on this planet. We've been fighting each other. I just got super racist vibes from Gary. I was just like,
oh yeah, that was kind of crazy. It was like xenophobic. It was xenophobic vibes. Really.
He is wilding out right now. That is super racist.
Also, like
and then the fact that you want to use them as your errand boys and your little spies, like I was like, that's a little crazy.
I took that to mean a couple of different things. One, it doesn't make any sense because there's already a whole race of aliens living on planet Earth. The Asgardians live on Earth, so no one said anything about that when they just took up camp there on Earth.
And look at that! Oh, that even adds insult to injury. You're not mad at the Asgardians. Oh my god, that adds a whole nother level to it. But anyway,
and I don't really understand how, like, if they let the Asgardians take up residency in Norway, basically, why couldn't they also just find another large piece of land somewhere on the Earth for the Skrulls to live? That is a good question. I don't know. I'm wondering if that's a plot hole. Like if they didn't think about that.
So I thought that the ending kind of was trying to make up for that. Like, okay, he's not a racist. He don't hate the Skrulls. He got a Skrull wife. He just don't know. He just don't know how to handle the situation that's happening. But that scene was wild. Even the second time I watched, I was like, "Yo, oh, that's crazy. That's cringy right there."
Yeah, he was on that train letting it fly. Just all his innermost thoughts about how he felt about the Skrulls.
Right. And so what else? So but I see a lot of YouTube videos right now talking about does he know his wife is a Skrull? And I know the way they filmed it, him creeping up on her, and then as soon as he got him in the view, her changing to back to human form, it looks like his wife is a Skrull. That would be so crazy if the best spy in the world didn't know his wife is a Skrull.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way that he doesn't know. Like, he spent enough time around these around scrolls, for you to not know that your wife is a scroll is a little crazy.
Yeah.
But
Actually, now that I think about it, you remember when like he walked in the door and then she was like, "Didn't you forget something?" And he put his ring back on. So
Mhm.
maybe since like he's like hiding that he's married, people won't question like, "Hey, is your wife a scroll?" So maybe he knows she's a scroll and he's like playing like, "Hey, I'm not even a married guy." But then when he comes home, he's happily married. So maybe he does know and
maybe.
is just hiding it from the world.
How long
Or
has he
I,
been
or
married
I,
to this scroll? That's what
I
I
That's
took
what
it
want
I'm
as
wondering.
to
as like since she has to put on her costume, he got to
Yeah.
put on his, which is the ring.
I wonder how long that's been going on. Has it been going on since like the 90s when they first like brought them? Like that's like since Captain Marvel, has he been married to a scroll? I don't know. Or like since that time. I wonder how long it's been.
Well, he met her. That's when he met her
That's what
in
I'm saying.
Captain
Like
Marvel.
since that
So
time. So however many years after, like, but that was still a while
I
ago.
mean,
So the whole MCU that we've gone through, he's been married to a scroll. That's kind of crazy. If it has been that long. We'll see, I guess.
but that's my other thing. So they talked about the scrolls coming to Earth. That little handful came through, and then Nick Fury blipped, and then he called his homeboys. And I think it's been like 10 or 15 years in where we at present day MCU.
Mhm.
So you're telling me that the scrolls were here, and their whole thing is, oh, we're gonna impersonate one body, keep that identity, and that's how we're gonna infiltrate. So what happens to the doppelganger? Yes, I know we saw that they put them in the little machine where it zaps their brain and keeps them there in some type of stasis. But they had to build that. It wasn't here when they first got here. So how did they go undetected, doubling up as somebody, and
I don't know.
the other
I don't,
person exists? They
how did
couldn't.
no, sorry, go finish.
I was like, they could possibly get by that by just like maybe they didn't have it in the beginning, whatever. The infrastructure wasn't there. They got around that. But there has to be some like Garek's not the first scroll to think for himself or to act out. There had to have been like some other scrolls that just got into some stuff in the street, died, and now they turn green and oh I'm a scroll. And
Right.
then how many
True.
bodies did we see die and they just left the body there as a scroll? Like there had to have been like cases where scrolls die. If there's
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. How did also like my point was gonna be how did a million scrolls get into Earth without being detected at all?
Yeah, he just slipped in, came through the
Like
back door.
that
and
seems
then
like that makes Earth seem dumb, like very incapable.
right, and even if the government's trying to hide it, like they should be more
Oh,
worried than
well,
they are right now.
that is probably how, because we saw in that scene in this episode that like Skrulls are impersonating like very powerful world leaders. That's probably how they got into Earth undetected. The president might be a Skrull. Who knows at this point? You know what? That's my new
Who
theory.
knows?
Right.
Yeah.
And then Fury is worried about he doesn't want to call the Avengers because he's worried that they're gonna copy the Avengers and make them look like terrorists.
Mhm.
If they've been around for 15 years, some of them must have if there's a million of them here, some of them must have made contact with Avengers and they could have did that thing
Yeah.
that you're talking about and they didn't. So yeah. Got mad
You gotta keep the plot holes contained. Obviously there are a lot, but
Yeah.
we gotta just forget. We gotta just forget about that stuff.
Listen, I got I gotta do that. But I like the show. I do like the
The
show.
show's good. The show's good. I'm very interested to see the turn that it takes. I've seen some theories that a lot of people think that Rhodey is a Skrull. I kind of believe that that's true. Because in their conversation, when Nick Fury told him about the Skrulls, and he was like, yeah, I know about Skrulls. He just kind of took that information and like, if this man is telling you that Skrulls are here, why are you not more concerned about it? You know what I mean? As a highly ranking government official, like he kind of just brushed it off in a way that doesn't seem like him. So that is I think Rhodey's a Skrull. I would be very excited if I'm correct. Do you guys think that, or do you not think that?
I do not think Rhodey's a skull, but I think Maria Hill's a skull.
You think Maria Hill's a Skrull? So you think
Yeah.
she's not really dead? Also, how do you guys
No.
feel about that?
Nick
Okay. Well,
Fury
I guess it
left too
doesn't.
fast.
Yeah,
He left too fast. She was there leaking, and he didn't give her time.
but Once you die, though, don't you revert back to your scroll?
Right, but who knows if she actually died yet? Yeah, she did the whole, dying last breath thing, but
Yeah, but
she
they
could have
brought her,
been in a
they brought her
coma.
body back though. So like, if they brought her
Oh
body
yeah,
back,
that was the thing. Yeah, I did. When in my rewatch, I saw that they brought the body back, and I was like, but they faked Fury's death. So
they did. They
Maria
did.
Hill knows how to fake a death. So the fake Maria Hill would know how to fake a death.
Oh
True.
man, I like this. We're raising our suspicions about everybody.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't. You know what? That would make sense to me because I felt kind of weird about the fact that they would kill her off in a show. Like, I just feel like she's been like.
What made her super sus to me? So I was watching a video on New Rockstars with MT, and he was talking about the canary trap technique that spies use. And it's pretty much a technique where you leak some information and wait for the information to get to where you need it to go, and you leak it to one person to try and find out if they're a spy. And if your enemy finds out about the information, that person's a spy. So he was saying that the limp that Fury first came on the show with was fake, that he faked it to Maria Hill. And then you saw that information got to Garrett mad fast, that, he's washed up, he has a limp. The guy was saying, our guy on the inside told us that he has a limp and all this stuff.
Oh, interesting.
When she was in the room with Talos and Nick Fury and they were taking out information, when they talked about Garrett and some event that they mentioned, she started writing notes like he pointed out some things where she could be a double agent, reporting stuff back to them. And she was working with what's his name at the beginning, who was a Skrull that we all find out, the agent, I forget his name. In the beginning of the show. The
Agent Ross. Agent Ross.
Yeah, Agent Ross. So he called her to come pick him up. And she came there and Talos intercepted him. And there's only one thing I have a question about. It seems like Skrulls, even though you're shapeshifted, they can detect other Skrulls. Like they know this Skrull is a Skrull, but they don't know who the Skrull is. I feel like. This is my theory. Because when Talos was chasing his daughter, like he knew automatic she was a Skrull. She knew who he was because he has that same form that he's been using since the 1995, but he didn't know it was her until she said something that he recognized. But I think they can tell each other are Skrulls. They just can't tell the identity of who.
Yeah.
So one of my questions is when Ross got killed and Agent Hill is there with Talos, why didn't if she's a Skrull, then their interaction should have been a little bit different, I feel like. But yeah, that's my theory. Sorry for rambling, but Maria Hill's mad sus. Rhodey, I think he's an OG. I feel like he's about to get Armor Wars. I mean,
he's a Skrull.
I don't know.
He's a Skrull. It's gonna be very interesting to see who was right, whose theories were correct. This is a fun mystery game.
Who you got?
I don't think Rhodey's a Skrull. So the conversation him and Nick Fury had, that was probably one of my favorite Marvel scenes just to date.
Yeah.
But they were like, he was going in depth about what it is to be Black in America. So I'm not sure. Well, a Skrull might have being a Skrull in America, but the plights of Black people specifically of working your way up. I think.
Well, he would know because he has his mind. So they take their minds when they take their forms.
They do. I don't think.
Well, that's the only caveat. They don't take the mind until they touch him in the Zap machine.
Yeah, but he might be in the Zap machine.
You get the memories when it's yeah. Oh, but still.
Also, I wonder, because their whole compound is built on an abandoned radioactive plant. So I'm wondering what's happening to the humans that are there. Are they decaying slowly? Because I feel like that's a dangerous place for them to be. The Skrulls are immune to it, but the humans are not, and they're just chilling there unconscious, decaying from radioactivity.
You gotta leave the plot holes alone, Shannon.
I know.
We got 4 more episodes. So
oh my God, there's only 4 more. I hate these 6-episode shows. There's only 4 more episodes left. That's crazy to think that the show's gonna be over in 4 weeks.
Yeah, but aren't we getting Echo soon?
Who cares about that? I don't.
I'm trying to see these Skrulls.
Yo, women power. I know it's not Women's Month anymore.
I could care less about that show. I could care less about it. Yes, I'm not interested. I'm gonna watch it, but am I excited for it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But
Interesting.
I just feel like Echo wasn't a compelling character in the show that she was introduced in. I don't know. Like, it's just, where do we see her in Hawkeye? I just feel like they didn't do a good job setting her up for me wanting to see like her own show. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not
being able to binge the show in one day doesn't make you, want to more excited, I guess.
Wait, what'd you say?
You don't have to wait weekly for a show you don't care about. You can just binge it in one day because they're dropping all the episodes.
See, they're dropping all the episodes at once because they don't even care about that show. That's why they're dropping them all at once. Because that's the first show that they would have done that with. Why are they dropping it all at once for this particular show? Why? That doesn't make sense to me.
Have there been no trailers?
I'll watch it. I don't think there's been a trailer, and it better come out. They better not say.
See, they're not even wasting money on promotion. They're dropping all the show. They're dropping all the episodes at once. This is very very interesting behavior that they're just that they're showing. I don't know. It's very different.
I will watch November 29th. You know.
November 29th. All right.
Oh, that's far. That's not soon. I thought it was coming right after Secret Invasion.
No. All right. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Are you guys ready to go over these tier lists?
We're ready.
I want to see them though. How do you?
I'm gonna share my screen so that you can see them.
Okay.
See each one. Jaja, we're gonna start with yours. So I got this idea. So my coworkers. Or you want me to start with mine? I'll start with mine.
No, do whatever you want.
Okay. So we made these lists on tiermakerlists.com or whatever. I forgot the name of it. There's a lot of different ones that you can do, but I got this idea like for my coworkers, because that's where they gave me the idea to do this. So you can basically rank all the Marvel movies. S tier is like superb, and then it goes A through F. Jaja, your list is already a little problematic because you have way too many things in your S tier. But I'm gonna share my screen.
Can I?
Yes.
This was just like I literally did this list last night, so you
didn't give a lot of thought to it. Is what you're saying?
I did my best. Put it like that.
Okay.
I did my best. Remember, I haven't seen a lot of these movies in a long time, so it's hard for me to really like. This is my start off list, and as I go through my rewatch, it may tweak, but this is my template, I would say.
All right.
Gotcha.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, you can see
Here's Jaja's list. Jaja has 6 movies in his S tier ranking. 6 movies. That's too many. That's too many, Jaja.
That's too many.
Yes. So think about what S means. S is like superb, like more than a 10.
Which movie would you take out of that S tier?
I would take Captain America out of here.
I would take Captain America. What? Which Captain America?
The one that you have up here. What is that? The Winter Soldier?
I have 2.
Oh my. Okay, no. Civil War can stay.
Is a Captain America movie.
I would take Captain America, the Winter Soldier out of the S tier. I think. Actually, I don't know because it's been a long time since I did mine, so I don't even remember what I have up there. But I would take Spider-Man No Way Home out of S tier.
What?
I would take it out. Guys, how many times have you watched Spider-Man at this point to date?
What does that mean?
How many times have you seen it?
The movie?
Yes.
Let's say twice.
Okay. I've seen Spider-Man. James, how many times have you seen Spider-Man?
This one I've seen twice.
Okay. I've seen this movie like 5 or 6 times already. Okay. And I will say the nostalgia factor makes it seem better than it is. The more you watch it and pay attention to the plot is terrible, guys. It's not terrible, but the plot's not great. It's all riding on nostalgia hype.
Can I let me give a caveat? Also, I'm also thinking about how I like even when I rewatch these movies, I'm gonna be thinking about how I first felt when the movie came out. When I first saw the movie, how I felt about it. I think that weighs more on my tier list than how it what's the word for it? I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of, but you know what I mean. How I feel about the movie today. What might be different about how I felt about the movie back when I first saw it.
Okay. You know what? You guys all need to do a master rewatch and then do this list over again. I just feel like you need to do
Sheesh.
it. You need to do it and then do it over again. Okay, so let's just go over this real quick.
Shannon,
So,
we ready to do your list first, but
okay.
since you got mine up there.
Okay, wait. So let me just go over this. Let me just verbally go over this. In your S tier, you have Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, Captain America Civil War, Captain America Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't know. I just really think Spider-Man No Way Home could move down a couple because, again, it's riding on nostalgia. It's all riding on nostalgia. But when you think about the movie as a whole, I don't think it belongs up there.
Okay.
Here's my thought.
Wait, I'm gonna go refill my water, but you guys keep on going.
Okay. In the A tier, you have Avengers Age of Ultron. In the A tier, interesting. Captain America, the First Avenger, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, the First Iron Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania in the A tier. Okay.
I enjoyed that movie.
Okay. You also have Avengers, the first Avengers, and then you have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Wow, Jaja, I agree with I think 2 movies that are in your A tier, and those two movies are Captain America and the first Avengers movie. I don't agree with anything else up here being an A.
Okay, no problem.
James, I need to come back so I can hear his opinion. Oh no, you have this is the first Black Panther. This is not Wakanda Forever. Sorry. I think I agree with Black Panther being up here in the A tier, the first one. I think. James, come on.
We need here, but my camera is not starting. Wait.
Oh, see what you did? You broke your camera, James. Now there you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree with Jaja's A tier? I had to. I only agree with 2 movies on there.
There's some things that don't line up with my A tier, but there's some cases that can be made. I can see there's some cases that can be made.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Moving on to the far right, Multiverse of Madness.
Yes, Multiverse of Madness is on the far right in the A tier. Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, I'm side-eyeing you on that one, Jaja.
I'm standing by my list.
Okay.
It's 10 toes down.
In the B tier, we have Wakanda Forever, Shang-Chi, Black Widow, the first Thor movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man, is that Homecoming? Yes, Spider-Man Homecoming. Iron Man, is that Iron Man 2 in the B tier?
Yeah.
Iron Man 2, yeah.
Doctor Strange and the Incredible Hulk. Okay. I do not agree with
my
Iron
B tier could use some work. I was trying to find some other places to put the B tier, but to me, I felt like Eternals. That's why my C tier has Eternals. I felt like these are the movies that I like. Everything on top is like what I like better than Eternals, and everything on the bottom is what I like less than Eternals. So that's why it's there by itself. And I don't know how to.
Oh my God, Jaja, your D tier, I horribly disagree with your D tier. Wow. Okay, sorry. And I think Iron Man 2 needs to go down into D. I'm surprised that you have it up there in the B tier.
I like Iron Man 2.
I think that's really the only one I disagree with on this column, though. Everything else is okay. It's different from mine, but I don't horribly disagree with anything else except Iron Man 2. Eternals, the only thing you have in your C tier, although some could argue that other things could have gone down there. I personally would have put Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania in the C tier. But that's just me.
I think it's in mine.
Yeah. But your D tier, horrible, except for one. So in the D tier, we have Thor Love and Thunder. I would have put Thor Love and Thunder in the E tier, but that's fine. Iron Man 3 you have in D. I think Iron Man 3 and Iron Man 2 could be swapped. That's how I feel. James, what do you think?
Iron Man 3.
You liked Iron Man 2 more than Iron Man 3?
A little higher on mine.
Yeah. Spider-Man Far From Home. I kind of agree with this. I didn't love that movie. Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm so surprised. Did you not like the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
We went over this on the podcast. I was one of those people who were not. I was right.
We did go over this.
It got better as time went on. That's why you see the second one in B and the last one in S, because
the first one was better than the first one. No, the first one was better than the second one, though. First one was way better.
Not to me. I like the second movie.
Okay, and then Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. I think Captain Marvel is overhated. I don't think I had my. I don't think.
I want to put Captain Marvel higher. I should have put Captain Marvel in C. Now that I'm thinking about it. and maybe
Yeah.
bring down the Hulk and the first Doctor Strange and even it out a little bit. But
I can't believe I don't think I agree with anything in your E tier. I cannot believe that you have Thor Ragnarok in E.
yes,
That's
I
crazy
did
to
not
me.
enjoy it.
You did not enjoy Thor Ragnarok at all. You have
We've been
Thor Love
over
and Thunder
this.
higher than Thor Ragnarok. That's
Yes, I
insane.
enjoyed Thor Ragnarok. Thor Love and Thunder more than yes. It was funny. I was laughing
Ooh.
through Love and Thunder. It made absolutely no sense. The plot was stupid. Every dumb Thor is dumb, but I
Oh my
laughed.
god.
It was funny. Some of the
Okay.
jokes hit.
Okay. Ant-Man and the Wasp. You have Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania higher than the first Ant-Man and the Wasp? Oh no, this is the second movie. Never mind. Oh, but you also have Ant-Man down here too.
Yeah.
Thor: The Dark World is the only one I agree with being in the E tier because that movie sucked. One would argue that it should go into F, but you don't have anything in F, so that's surprising to me too.
Yeah.
So you don't think any of these movies was a complete wash, that it just belongs in the F tier?
Not yet.
All right.
Listen, I only had like what I did this listen maybe half an hour to an hour.
Okay.
So
all right. I'm gonna need the fans. I'm gonna post this on TikTok. I'm gonna post each person's tier individually on TikTok. I need you guys' ranking.
Get flamed.
I need.
Can we make edits first? This is just the first draft. Can we?
Okay, but we still need the opinions. I'm gonna need y'all to drop your opinions on Jaja's ranking.
Listen, can we do one for the shows? Do you have one for the shows?
There is one for the shows, so we can do one for the shows too. But I'm gonna need y'all in the comments. Let us know what y'all think about Jaja's tier ranking, because I think it's a little problematic. But
my list is gonna change, so I don't really care what anyone says about that list because that was just a rough draft.
Okay, all right. I'm telling y'all have to watch the movies again in chronological order. I think you have a very different.
Flame me for a list that I'm gonna defend, with all my heart. You should wait till the second draft at least before you post it.
All right, we're gonna do James's tier list next. Let's do it.
Yeah, I know I'm getting flamed. I'll bring the barbecue sauce. Oh man.
Ooh, I thought I had a large B class. I see a lot of the same movies. I see that Shang-Chi. Oh, you got
James has a lot of movies at the bottom, at the very bottom in his F tier. Wow.
Yeah, I have to explain myself though. Let me explain. All right. So D is don't remember. I do not remember watching these. I know I watched them, but I don't remember what they're about. F, I don't think I ever watched these, or they're actually bad, like Thor. So that's what that really means. I don't. Okay. Yeah. The D tier, I just don't remember because I watched them once and never revisited. But I just don't remember what the movie was about.
All right, so let's start with his S tier. So in your S tier, you have Avengers Endgame, the first Black Panther, Spider-Man No Way Home, Avengers Infinity War, and Captain America Civil War. So like I said again, I don't agree with Spider-Man. I don't agree with Spider-Man No Way Home being at the top.
We got two people who put Spider-Man at the top.
I don't think it belongs there, guys. Y'all gotta watch it again. Watch it again and really pay attention. Don't pay attention to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Pay attention to the plot. Okay? Then I feel like you'd want to move it down. I agree with everything else on here though. I don't think that nope, I agree. I think I agree with this list. I think I don't have a lot of problems with your S tier, just the Spider-Man thing. I don't think Spider-Man belongs up there.
Oh man, I love Spider-Man.
Guys, the plot doesn't make sense. His aunt literally died because he wanted to give the villains a second chance. That doesn't make sense. Why would you? Why?
Oh man, Goku gave Cell a sensu bean. Sometimes you gotta get a good fight sometimes.
It was a canon event, Shannon. It had to happen somehow, some way.
Oh my god. Okay. In the A tier, we have Wakanda Forever. We have Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I would bump down Far From Home out of A tier. Far From Home wasn't that good.
Okay. Understandable.
Jaja, how do you feel about that?
You saw my list.
Yes.
I would have said that. That's the first Spider-Man, and I don't know which one that is, but the one I had all the way down there.
Yeah.
I can't argue my list yet because I was just like I said, Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
take this all lightly. You killing us for our list right now.
Rough drafts. Wait,
rough draft. You're right. Rough drafts. All right. A lot of
when you
things in
guys
your
were doing this, was it hard to see like what the movies were? I had to zoom in so far.
Yeah,
I was
Yes.
like, I can't
and
see
even
anything right now.
and even the movies that I didn't remember, I like just looked at a brief summary like of what the movie was. And I was like, oh, this is the
I
one
should have
where a
did
little
that.
bit
Oh
happened.
my god. You guys
So I
definitely need to
tried
do
to
a
do that.
rewatch. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so that's why I can't really like this list is just the start, Shannon.
All
It was
right.
cool. I love this tool.
All right. So you have a lot of things in your B tier, James. You have Captain America, The First Avenger, Avengers Age of Ultron, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, Iron Man 3, The First Avengers, Shang-Chi, ooh, The Eternals, Doctor Strange in the
like
Multiverse of Madness, and Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. James, I thought you hated The Eternals. You have it up in B?
I
In the B
remember
tier?
liking it. Unless I didn't like it and I just
feel like
forgot
you
that.
didn't like
I should
You
have put
don't
that in D.
remember? Everybody flamed the Eternals, but
except Jaja.
I feel like the
Jaja
whole
was the only
world-
one that liked it.
Oh man, I should have put that in D then because I do not remember.
James really the most out of everyone needs to do a rewatch. He doesn't remember a lot of things, I feel like. But this is an okay B list. This is okay B list except for Eternals. I feel like it needs to get bumped down a lot. But you
Actually,
know,
I would probably bump up Quantum Mania to B and put Eternals further down. So probably D because I don't remember, but C.
See,
all right. So in this
Quantumania's up there.
in the C, you have Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Doctor Strange, the first one, and Black Widow. I don't think Black Widow belongs in C. Black Widow could get bumped up to B. I think it was a good action movie.
Bumped
Yeah.
up.
Bumped
Black
up.
Widow was
What?
all right.
Bumped up. If you watch, let's the guys
Wait,
again.
didn't you? I thought you flamed the Black Widow.
No. The first time I saw it, I didn't flame it. I said it was a good movie. But then I made the argument: if you guys watch it in the chronological order, like in the place in the timeline that it's supposed to take place, it becomes instantly a better movie. Everyone was just mad because it came out and no one wanted that plot for where we currently were.
I really enjoyed Black Widow.
Black Widow is good. Just watch it in
cool.
watch it in timeline order and you'll appreciate it more than originally.
It belongs in a C tier because it's cool.
Okay, then we have in your D tier Iron Man 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the first Iron Man, wow, Thor Ragnarok, and Thor Love and Thunder. But again, you said you don't remember watching these. Is that why
I
you
could not
put
tell
them
you
in?
what these movies are about.
You don't remember the first Iron Man? The one that started it
I mean,
all?
I know he got the suit and all.
I was
but
about to say.
I don't remember anything.
First
Yeah, I
Iron
remember
Man's a classic.
he was in Afghanistan or something. That's all I remember.
Oh my God, James, and you don't remember Thor Ragnarok either? James, you definitely need to
definitely
rewatch
not.
these
Yeah.
movies. Oh my God.
Yeah.
James, if you could read Harry Potter in your late life, then I feel like you need to just watch these movies again. Just
If I can find it, if Disney Plus will let me play it at 2x speed, I'm gonna watch them all.
okay.
That's not a bad idea.
Captain Marvel's in your E tier. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
I
I like
like
that one.
Captain
I don't remember liking that one.
I don't think Captain Marvel was worse than Iron Man 2, but again, you probably just don't remember Iron Man 2.
Yeah, actually, I'll start my rewatch with my D list because I don't remember these.
I think Shannon Captain Marvel is another one of those movies that if you watch it in time order, it makes
it makes
more
it better.
sense.
Yeah, I think so too. So theoretically, Captain Marvel should be the second movie that you watch in your chronological in your chronological rewatching of the MCU. It should be Captain America, the first Avenger, and then Captain Marvel, and then
she's the
go on from there.
OG.
Yes,
Even though she disappears for half the.
Yeah, for the whole time, but whatever, that's fine. And then in your F tier, Ant-Man and the Wasp, The Incredible Hulk, the first Ant-Man, disagree, the first Thor, and then Thor: The Dark World. Do you remember these movies,
Thor
James?
was the best Thor. That's why I just had to put it above the other.
Yeah,
two
I don't
Thor.
think that the first Thor belongs in the F tier, and I don't think that the first Ant-Man belongs in the F tier either.
I actually did not watch the first Ant-Man at all, nor Ant-Man and the Wasp. So that's why they're F. I did not
both of
watch
those
those.
weren't special
James.
movies. They were cool. They were like, it's Ant-Man. He's Ant-Man. Like, what do you want?
James. Oh my God. So what James is saying is that his whole tier is invalid because he doesn't remember half these movies.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
I lost all credibility. I did not watch 5 of these.
All right,
actually, I thought I watched the first 2 Thors, but I totally forgot. So they probably should be in D, but yeah.
Jaja's tier is more valid than yours at this point, James.
I want to get to the list.
I'm gonna let the fans decide. I'm gonna post yours too. Okay.
I'm getting cooked.
Do you want to see mine?
Let's see Shannon's. Let's scrutinize it.
All right. Sharing mine.
I should have put my list with a disclaimer on it.
Oh no, Shannon, I don't agree with
What
this.
is this list you got here, Shannon?
Oh man, yeah.
What?
This
Oh,
is this
oh
is the
my
player
God.
haters podcast. Now this is the blurs and player haters.
Shannon, you
What?
killed this. Wait, I can't even see your F tier. What's on your F tier?
In my F tier, Thor: The Dark World, Thor: Love and Thunder, and the Eternals are in my F tier.
Oh yeah, your F tier is half of my F tier.
Okay,
You're
so
just
let's
valid
start.
as I am.
So just to recap, Jaja had 6 movies in his S tier. James had 5. I only have 3 movies in my S tier, and those 3 movies are Avengers: Infinity War, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and Avengers: Endgame are my 3 S tier movies.
Those are your
Okay.
those are your 3 S tier movies.
Yes, those are my 3 S tier movies. And I'm sticking to
So
it.
where do you what you? Oh God.
Okay, 2 of those are in mine, so you're 60% valid.
Yeah. Oh no, I think I have the first Guardians of the Galaxy in my S tier, because when I think of S tier, I think of like movies that kind of change the way that you look at the MCU, and I think that Guardians of the Galaxy, when it came out, it was a very different movie than what we were used to seeing, and I feel like it opened up a whole new possibility of what MCU movies could be. That is my argument for putting it in the S tier, honestly. And it also is the movie, like if you watch it again, you'll realize it's the first movie where we get a real introduction to Thanos and like all this, like a whole bunch of backstory into Thanos and all this stuff. So that is why that's my argument for putting it up there. Huh?
Shannon, you killed us about the plot. And then now you talk about how this is S tier because it changed the way we look.
It did.
What happened in the first Guardians of the Galaxy that made us change anything besides
just the way that the movie is, just watch it again, the comedy, everything. Watch it in order. Watch what we have seen up until then. It's just a very different.
The plot of that movie is not that exciting.
It is. It's plenty exciting. Anyway,
the third plot is crazy.
But you don't even. Do you even have the third? Wait, did you have the third Guardians in your S tier? I think you did.
Yeah, are you serious?
You had everything in your S tier. Anyway, moving on. Moving on.
Oh man.
All right. Next in my A tier, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, Thor: Ragnarok, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the first Avengers movie, Captain America: Civil War, Spider-Man: Homecoming, and the first Iron Man are in my A tier.
I'm only mad at Ragnarok.
Okay. You're only mad at Ragnarok, even though Ragnarok is a lot of people's favorite movie.
And that's
favorite Thor movie.
The Spider-Man that you got there, that's the one with Mysterio, right?
Yeah.
No. This is the first one with Vulture.
Wait, Homecoming?
Yeah, Homecoming is the first one with Vulture.
Oh, Far From Home. Okay, yeah.
No, that's Homecoming. Far From Home is the one with Mysterio. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm only mad at Ragnarok.
I don't know why. Everyone loves Ragnarok except you, Jaja. I don't understand. I don't understand. Ragnarok is so good. I love that movie. In my B tier, I have Black Panther. Actually, I kind of want to bump Black Panther up to A. I know.
Yeah, I was about to put my Kofi hat on.
For real. Violating. If anything, that should be an S tier because it changed the way we look at the MCU.
That's a good argument. I agree. It could probably be bumped up a couple. You're right. It could probably be an S. The first Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man. I have Spider-Man No Way Home in my B tier. That's where I have it. That's where I think it deserves to be. Shang-Chi and Wakanda Forever are in my B tier.
I think we've all had Shang-Chi in our B tiers. So I think so. I think so.
I think Jaja had Shang-Chi in his A tier. Or did you have it in your S tier? No, I feel like you had it somewhere up there. It was in your B tier? Okay.
I think. No, yeah, definitely B tier. Because I know what I was thinking about the B tier.
Okay. In my C tier, I have Iron Man 3, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Spider-Man: Far From Home, the first Ant-Man, Black Widow, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and the first Thor in my C tier. Because these movies in the C tier is what I consider to be mid. Like it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't amazing, and that's what
I'm mad at everything on that C tier except the last 3. The last 3 can stay. I'm not mad at that.
So you're mad at Iron Man 3, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Spider-Man: Far From Home, and Ant-Man.
Correct.
Okay. I don't know. These movies were just okay. Like they were just at the middle line. at the middle line. That's what I consider a C tier to be, and then everything under that is what is truly bad. So
You
in my
got
D,
Quantumania under all of that.
I do. I have Quantumania underneath all of it.
You know that
I
Kang's in
do.
there, right?
I do know that Kang is in there, but honestly, Kang went out kind of not in a spectacular way. So that is the only that's why I put it underneath there. You know,
I guess that's fair.
wasn't a great showing of Kang in Quantumania. So
That's the point of Kang. He always goes out in an unspectacular way.
I mean, I guess
Always
I guess.
loses.
Maybe I'll rewatch it and then maybe I'll see if that can move. I think that Quantumania has wiggle room to move on this list. But for right now, that's where I have it. Age of Ultron, I feel like it could move up maybe one. It can move up to C.
Age of Ultron was good.
I can move Age of Ultron up to C, potentially B, but I don't know. Captain Marvel is staying in the D tier though. Captain Marvel is staying there. Iron Man 2 is in my E tier and the Incredible Hulk, and I stand by that 100%. I feel like those belong there.
I ain't mad at that.
And then in my
I'm
F
mad at
tier,
it, but I'm not gonna argue.
wait, which one are you mad at? Iron Man 2?
Both.
Both. Wait, where did you have Incredible Hulk? I forgot where you had yours.
Both of them were up there.
In
I think
your
it was C class. I think it was C. I had them.
Okay. And then in my F tier, we have Thor: The Dark World, Thor: Love and Thunder, and the Eternals in my F tier. And I'm sticking to that. Those are not moving at all.
Thor: Love and Thunder was fun. It was funny. It was pretty fun.
No, it was pretty bad.
It was
actually.
like a spoof.
It was very bad, and it belongs in F, and it's not going to move from
And
F. But I feel like
was lit.
the Eternals will stay down there too. And another, the Eternals going to stay down in the F tier. Eternals is a big plot hole. They made a Celestial pop out of the ocean in the middle of everyone, and then we never heard about it again in any future project. I don't know, guys. It just makes me feel weird. It is just dumb.
It's
I hate
the way of the world.
I'm just saying. It belongs. I'm not gonna move it.
Don't pay attention to the plot holes. It's just a movie.
No, but that's a huge plot hole.
Don't
That is
pay
a huge.
attention.
It's not even a plot hole. That's just a huge thing that was never like you would think that we would hear about it again, but there has been no attempt to merge the Eternals into any part of the larger story. We heard about past things, but there has been no attempt to do anything else. So I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Listen, when Eternals 2 come out and Star Fox, we'll find out.
We'll find out. Oh God, Harry Styles. I forgot Harry Styles is going to be in the MCU. Ugh. Anyway, but that is my tier list. I don't know, guys. With the exception of a couple movies, I think my tier list is pretty solid. Let us know. This is going to come out in a series of 3 TikToks.
Let's do one for the shows. I'm excited. I like these lists.
We'll do one for the shows. This is going to come out in a series of 3 TikToks. One at a time. Let us know whose tier list you thought was the best.
For the rough draft, I still think mine is the best.
Okay.
For an initial tier list.
But are you guys gonna watch the movies again? Because then there's not gonna be another one.
One of you two's list, I would have to. I'd have to look at it again. I think it's James that I would roll with.
But James doesn't even know what he was. James was just putting random movies. He doesn't remember them.
That's sad, Shannon. I mean, you got a lot of work.
What? Okay, guys. I've seen these movies so many times. I feel like you need to watch them again, and then you'll agree with me. I've seen all these movies multiple times, except for the Eternals. I would not watch that again. But everything else I've seen so many times, guys. I feel like you need to do a chronological order rewatch. Commit yourselves to it. And then do it again. And I feel like your list will be closer to mine once you do that. Just saying.
Maybe. I don't know. A rewatch.
I'll revisit my list.
At least of the first 3 phases, like the first main 3 phases, like phase 4, you don't have to watch those movies. But like everything up until Endgame, I feel like you guys should watch again.
The thing is, like some of the movies, like the first Avengers, when I was thinking about that one, I feel like that was a big impactful movie when it first dropped. That was the first Avengers. Like before that movie came out, that was the biggest MCU movie to date. And now we've got all these crazy movies that make that one look like small fry. And I like to think of the movie of when it came out, how I felt when it came out.
I know, but like you can't just but I feel like in the tier list, you can't just base it off of how you felt when it came out. You gotta watch it again and look at it. I think that you guys, and like it doesn't have to be a fast thing. Maybe like watch one movie a week or you know, one movie here and there. And then you should also watch the little one-shot things that come in between because they connect the movies too in a good way. I just feel like you guys should just do it, just watch it. Just you're gonna be glad you did. The movies are so
I've
good.
watched all of that.
Look
stuff.
at James's face.
I've watched it all.
But what? But when was the last time? When have you ever done a chronological rewatch?
Yes.
When was the last
Up
time
to
you did
phase
that?
4.
When was the
I
last time?
did it not too long before you did it.
Okay.
Remember, I was like, oh, when you started, I was like in the middle of mine.
Okay, James, you need to do one. You have to.
And I stopped
I'll
at
do my
phase
best.
4.
You have to do one, James, especially because you don't remember a lot of these movies. You definitely have to rewatch them. You do.
Oh man. Let me pull them up.
If
now.
you don't even remember seeing them, it's gonna be like you're watching them for the first time. So it's all good.
No, but if you haven't rewatched them in time order, it's different.
That's what I'm saying. You got to rewatch it in time
makes the
order.
story
Yeah.
streamlined a little better.
And Disney Plus has like a chronological list. So all you have to do is follow that list that they have on there and just watch those things in that order. And I think it'd be fine. James has to commit to the rewatch, guys.
Yeah, I'm looking up. Do they have a playback speed option on Disney Plus?
I don't think they do. But you could even just have it on in the background, you know, while you're doing something else. I don't know. While you're playing
Looks like
PlayStation, just
What
have it
else can
open
we
on your
do
iPad.
tier list for besides the Marvel shows?
I don't know. Star Wars, but James doesn't watch Star Wars, so really we can't.
Yeah,
My-
can't do it
oh,
on
F tier.
DC. Maybe we could do like an anime tier list.
Maybe we'll do one for the shows too. We'll do one for the shows next. But yeah, we could do an anime tier list, but I feel like that's gonna be harder to do because
We would have to
That
we've
shrink
all
it
seen.
to like a genre or like
yeah.
some type. You know,
It would have to be like a
funny
tier
or-
list of like all like the huge mainstream animes. I think.
Yeah.
We'll find. We'll look around and see if there's anything like that exists.
Or a tier list of who's the strongest. Oh, that would be nice.
But guys, if you want to submit your own tier lists, email it. Like, go to the website. It's mcutierlists.com, I believe. I'll put the link in TikTok. You know, if you want to make your own and then send it to our email, we'll pull some of yours up on the podcast next week and we'll go over them. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Let us know your thoughts on each of our individual tier lists. I'm eager to see what you guys have to say about everyone's tiers. Who did the best and who did the worst? And if you think that you have a better ranking, send yours in. But if that's all for today, that's all you guys. Do you guys have anything else to say before we close out?
I'm actually on the tier list website right now, and they have Jaja's featured on the website.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Wait.
I win.
Wait.
Let's go.
Do they have it featured on the website as like one?
How do you know it's mine? Is it
I
just
see
my
your picture right next to it.
What?
Do you mean, a picture of me?
It's a picture
Or
of
my
you
tier
next to.
list?
Wait. Hold on.
Well,
Let me go on the website.
Yeah, it's your tier list because it's 6 things in the S tier. It's literally a picture. It says Ja MCU movie tier ranking.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
That's crazy. How did his get featured? That's
I'll
crazy
type it
though.
in this chat here.
Congratulations, Jaja. Let's see this.
Does it have any likes or something?
I gotta pull it up. Wait. Oh yeah, Jaja, yours is up here.
Does it have likes or what did he? How does it get featured? I don't know. I did that
I don't
last night.
I don't see any like reactions or anything. I guess maybe they agree with him. I don't know.
Maybe they just put it up if you've done it recently, but then James would have been up here too, but I don't see you up here, James. So maybe they just pick, I don't know like what the determination of this is.
It just
But
says
that is-
best all 32 MCU movie ranking list updated on July
So
2nd.
they think that Jaja's list is the best? Oh my
He's
god.
literally the first one listed too. Well,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
we
Okay.
gotta get a snippet of this.
Wow. Well, I would like to hear.
Like the
Okay.
list, guys. Pump it up. Let's go.
You know what? Congratulations, Jaja. If they think yours is the best, that's cool. But you know, I have a lot of thoughts about it. I think it's very controversial.
Wait, did you log into the site when you made the list?
No, I don't have an account on the site. I don't have a.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Because I logged.
Oh,
in
you made
thinking
an
that's-
account on the site? That is probably why.
Yeah, because I thought it said log in to save the list. So
No,
logged
I don't.
in.
I didn't have to log in. I just saved it. I think. I don't remember. I made mine like last month.
I should have shut up and let everyone think that they feature my thing. Like,
Oh man,
best
that's
list
crazy.
ever.
That is insane. I cannot believe that
That's pretty
Jaja
funny.
has
Yeah.
made it up here. But okay.
Marvel's gonna have to call him.
All right.
Maybe his takes aren't that hot.
All right, guys. I do gotta go, so we gotta wrap it up. Any Jonathan Major stuff? I know that there's some updates on his case, but we can talk about
We'll
everything
talk
next
about it
week.
later.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be more stuff out by that point. So
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
guys, as always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Blurs Nerds, follow us on TikTok, BlursNerds_pod. Send us an email, blursnerds@gmail.com. Send us your tier lists. Also, if you are a POC creator in the nerd space and you want to come on and talk about your work, please email us blursnerds@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and rate, review, and subscribe on your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.